Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review over the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know I'm late. I was actually making the review the other night when the power went off. I had just started the review, and I think it was probably like 3 or 4 minutes into the review, and the power went off, I think in most of Houston. So I'm back again to get into this mess. So wherever you at, I hope you're safe. If you're in Houston, Dallas, anywhere where the weather is crazy, even if it ain't crazy, I just hope wherever you're at, you're safe. Tell your kids not to call your name, because Cousin Rodney is on the line and we got some mess to talk about. Tell your man to go fix his own sandwich. Hello? We busy. We got some stuff we got to talk about. And if you got a man or a woman, a man and a woman, then girl, tell both of them to go in the room and do, I don't know, whatever people do in them type of relationships. That's not my business. All right, so listen. All right. So the episode starts off where it left off. Marlo, and I need to calm down. I'm so, girl, when I tell y'all, anybody who has been without power in the freezing cold know what I'm talking about. When I tell you it was freezing in my apartment, girl. Anyways, I already talked about that. All right. So the episode starts off where it left off. Kenya and Marlo. Marlo gets up from the table. I think she went and got some ice from the kitchen. She comes back to her seat. Portia makes a comment in the confessional saying that basically she feels bad for Marlo because she like yearns for this relationship with Kenya. And I'm like, since when? Since when? When has Marlo yearned for a relationship with Kenya? And then they play a clip of Marlo asking Kenya for, I guess, an apology for what happened when Kenya brought the Kenya Moore hair care. Remember when Kenya brought the marching band to Marlo's wig event and all the girls, including Portia? Y'all forgot about that? Okay. Including Portia, they were all laughing and kikiing and hollering and all on the ground and having a grand old time. Everybody surrounded Kenya like she was Miss USA. Well, they surrounded Kenya like she was a homecoming queen at the football game. Everybody wanted to be Kenya's friend that day, right? Okay. But anyway, so Portia says that, which is a complete lie because we all know that Marlo does not yearn to be Kenya's friend. The only reason why she's probably trying to, I guess, say that she wants to be Kenya's friend is, let's just call a thing a thing. Nene is no longer on the show. We're in episode 9. They probably figured out, girl, at this point, girl, if mama ain't back, she ain't coming back. So the next best thing for Marlo to do is to latch on the person who she knows will get camera time, which is Kenya Moore. All right? So, Marlo says that Kenya, you can outread me. She can, okay? Every time she does. But at the end of the day, Marlo really not trying to be Kenya's friend. And this is the thing. Kenya can be cordial with Marlo. She always is. Even when the girls arrived, I don't know if y'all remember, if y'all saw it because it moved so fast. She actually gave Marlo a hug. The thing is, Kenya knows where to draw the line. Oh, the girls arrived. Hey, girl, I'm glad you made it safe. Hey, girl, I'm glad you made it safe. Hey, girl, let's play a game. Kenya can do that, but that's where it's going to start and stop with Kenya, especially when it comes to Marlo. Marlo plays this game of, oh, girl, I want to be your friend. Girl, your ass is fake. Oh, girl, I want to be your friend. Your skin is bad. Oh, I want to be your friend. That's why you ain't got no man. Oh, I want to be your friend. That's why your man talk to you like you crazy. Oh, I want to be your friend. And it's like, Marlo, you don't want to be Kenya's friend, girl. You just want to have a moment with Kenya. So they ask what's next, and Kenya says, let's play. No, the game is. I think Portia asks, are they going to play a game or something like that? And Kenya says, yeah, the game is let's go to bed. Now at this point, we have to be honest. That was Kenya's way of basically just trying to get upstairs to get to her daughter, because I think soon after. When you saw the ladies going upstairs to change and get into their pajamas, you saw Kenya go get her daughter from, I guess, the security or whoever that was that was at the door. So Cynthia is in the kitchen, which I thought, I have, girl, no tea, no shade. Shout out to my family members. I have family members who do not mind putting food into plastic bags. I don't know why that has always like drove me crazy. When I see somebody, I don't care if it's the cleanest Ziploc bag in the world. When I see people putting food in Ziploc bags, if you don't give me some Tupperware, bring me some food in a plastic bag and see how quick I throw it in the trash can. So you got Cynthia in the kitchen putting leftover pig in plastic bag for Mike, but y'all supposed to be there for 5 days. So I guess you're gonna put it in the freezer and then take it to Mike. Anyways, okay. Fallon. Why is Fallon? Let me say something about Fallon. I really had high expectations for Fallon. When I first, you know how like stuff started leaking about who gonna be on the show, who gonna be a friend of the show, and I heard that Fallon was gonna be on the show. So of course I found her Instagram page. I'm like, okay, she's a cute girl. She looks like she lives a rich life. Let's get back to the basics of Real Housewives when it was supposed to be about the kept girls, living in, behind the gates, like Andy says, behind the gates, rich husband girl, when they used to show the screen at the register to show that the girls just spent $5,000 at the store. Let's get back to that. That's what I want to happen. So I'm like, okay, girl, Fallon looked like she about to bring what I'm missing from the show. If I see one more of y'all bitches get online talking about Fallon is the future of Real Housewives of Atlanta, or let's take away somebody else's peach to give to Fallon, girl, I'm probably going to bang my head against the wall. Fallon ain't did shit but move furniture. I think this is the second time I've seen... Girl, I forgot Fallon was even on the goddamn show until she picked up that couch that Marlo had put together and made a bed in the living room. The most Fallon can do for me is pick up a motherfucking couch and move it to the other side of the room. Fallon can go. I don't want Fallon nowhere near around a Real Housewives of Atlanta camera. Bitch, I would rather have Aunt Bertha on the show before I have Fallon on the show ever again. Hello? I would rather have PJ and Brooklyn on the show before I see Brooklyn on before I see Fallon on the screen ever again. I don't want to see Fallon. Fallon ain't bringing shit. Fallon is a pretty girl. That's where it starts and where it stops. That's it. She ain't doing shit on the show. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Girl, Fallon needs to be a pretty girl with a husband who's questionable. And go back to that big ass house with her 8 kids and mind her business. But girl, reality TV ain't for you. It's not. You done came on to a girl's trip with your husband. For what? For what? You ain't said shit, you ain't did shit but pick up couches and sofas and love seats. That's it. The girl has not, she has not inserted herself in any conversation. She hasn't done anything. So no, we don't want Fallon to come back next season ever. Not the season after that or the season after that. I'm done with Fallon. She can get her bag and her husband and go back to Atlanta and mind her business. Because Fallon, don't y'all better not bring that girl back next season. Candy goes, at this point all the girls are headed downstairs. Candy goes up to Kenya's room. Kenya is upstairs with Brooklyn at this point. Kenya says she's not coming downstairs. Candy goes back downstairs and let the girls know that Kenya is not coming downstairs. Portia, at this point, gets everybody riled up. Now, I want everybody to listen to me and listen to me good, because I'm about to break this down as simple as 1, 2, 3 and ABC. And if you don't get it by the end of this explanation, then you just refuse to get it. Because I know that some of y'all are about to say, well, you said on Real Housewives of Potomac, so let me explain to you what the difference is in these two scenarios. Ashley brought her baby onto a girls' trip. Nobody knew that Ashley was bringing a baby onto the girls' trip. The only person that did know was Monique. It was Monique's home. Monique told her that it was okay. However, everybody was surprised when Ashley walked into this house with this baby and her best friend / nanny, which also set Wendy off. And when Karen asked her, "How does this make you feel with you not having your baby and Ashley bringing hers?" And that's how the whole mess got started with them. With this situation with Portia and Kenya and Candy, it's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why it's bullshit. Kenya has said that she has brought Brooklyn onto every girls' trip. And I sat back and I thought about this. I said, okay, well, how many girls' trips? Because some of y'all asked me, well, girl, how many girls' trips has she been on? And I said, you know what? That's a valid question. Because Kenya was not here for season 11. She came back season 12. The only 2 trips that I can think of right now is Canada and Greece. So I'm assuming she meant, when she said I brought my daughter on every girls' trip, she meant Canada and Greece. Portia brought PJ and her mama to Greece. Kenya brought Brooklyn and a nanny to Greece. So I find it hard to believe that when Portia Williams was packing her goddamn panties and bras and how she was so upset about missing PJ, it did not cross her mind one time that maybe I can bring my baby. I did bring my baby and my goddamn mama to Greece, so why would it be a problem this time? I refuse to believe that Candy, when she was packing her shit up and she was having a conversation with Todd, that she didn't think about bringing Blaze. Because you know what? Last year, Kenya and Portia both brought their daughters and an extra person on the girls' trip. So at this point, these bitches are playing games. It's one thing if you didn't know, because most people, like Wendy said, when people think of a girls' trip, you don't think of kids. And with that being Wendy's first season on the show, and we really haven't really seen them go on a trip and kids come onto the trip, why would anyone, especially being their first season, say, hey girl, can I bring my baby with me? No, you're not going to ask that. But in this situation, because we've seen women bring their kids on a trip before, it would only make sense, excuse me y'all, it would only make sense that you would think, because I just brought my daughter and my mama last year, that I could bring my daughter and mama this time too. Or Candy for the same situation. Like, it's bullshit. At this point, y'all just want to be mad about something. And y'all say that Portia is carrying the show. Bitch, Kenya was gone from 9:32, I think that was a timestamp, up until 10:30. Y'all say Portia carrying the show. It's 15 bitches downstairs. If Portia carrying the show, then why couldn't she continue the show when Kenya was upstairs? And Portia got so much weight okay, well, I'm done. I'm going to bed. Also, you can't have no show without Kenya? Okay. Thank y'all for proving my point. Okay. Portia says in her confessional, whatever your situation is, talk to your friends. Remember, she said that in the confessional. Again, we got Portia carrying the show. All right. So here go Drew. Drew. I'm not even going to be mean to Drew, because one thing I noticed throughout this whole episode is that Drew Sidora is full of shit. I'm going to go ahead and get Drew out. I'm going to get Drew all out the way right now, because I don't even want to talk about Drew no more. Drew. And Funky Dineva has said this in one of his videos. And it pretty much is the truth. The purchase of a home, for a lot of people, if not most people, is usually the most expensive thing that they will purchase within their lifetime. So I think it is weird as fuck that you have Drew Sidora, who's signing paperwork, because remember she said something about signing some paperwork, and girl, you don't even know when you are moving into probably the biggest purchase you'll ever make in your life. You don't even fucking know when your closing date is on your home. You don't even know what's going on. And now you're saying stuff like, there's so much happening and I'm not a part of it. Of course, look who you married to. You're the fool. You're the fool for signing some shit and you don't even know what the fuck you signing. Thinking your closing date is on the 31st and bitch is on the 10th. I don't know what the dates were, but I'm just saying. And now you like, I thought we was closing on this day. Oh, don't worry about it. I got it. You're not going to ask no questions about some shit that you signed paperwork on? Oh, because that's your husband. I'm gonna save the whole realist and the realist stuff. It's about to come up. I got some more for Drew too. So Candy let the girls know about the party. We having a party tonight. Don't let Cynthia know. Okay. Kenya and Candy stay behind. Was it true what Candy was saying to Kenya? Yes. All of that is true, right? Bitch, you done order food. You ain't order food for nobody else. Your ass should have got cursed out. No, I'm being serious right now. Kenya should have got her ass cursed out for not ordering food for everybody else. Like, how the fuck you gonna be in a house? That's like me going on vacation with my family and girl, me just ordering some wings and then not asking nobody else. Girl, y'all want, like, girl, Kenya, that was fucked up. But to the point where, girl, I'm gonna sit there and starve myself? No. The whole jet thing. It can come across as sneaky. Like, even though Kenya probably paid for that out of her pocket, it does seem kind of weird that, girl, instead of just saying, hey, look, I'm planning a trip, however, because me and my daughter, X, Y, and Z, we're gonna fly, we're gonna catch a private jet. If y'all wanna do it, y'all do it your damn self. I'm not paying for it. So she could have said that. So the stuff that Candy was saying, I thought was valid. This is where Candy starts to lose me. If Kenya said, I already told, this is what Kenya told Candy. So clearly she told Candy this in private, or they just didn't show it on the show. I already told you that I'm not, what did she say? I'm not keeping it together. Mark is stressing her out. So if you know these things, and you know that this bitch got more shit going on than to be worried about some fucking food and a trip that, girl, clearly is marked, girl, y'all know what's about to happen. Let's go have some drinks and argue. Then why can't you just be a little bit more understanding? Because clearly she's telling you information that she's not making everyone else privy to. So I'm not exactly sure why Candy is so hell-bent when she knows the things that Kenya has told her. Out of everybody, I would feel as though Candy would be the most understanding because you know exactly what's going on. The other bitches, they don't fuck with Kenya. And even if she did tell them what was going on, they still wouldn't give a fuck like we saw later on in the episode. So yes, while it is true what Candy was telling Kenya about the whole food and the jet and all that, girl, yes. But with that being said, girl, I think that's where she should be like, you know what? Girl, it's not even that big of a deal, but you're going through a lot. And it don't have nothing to do with, like Portia said, oh, she's making it seem as though her mothering is above our mothering. Correct me if I'm wrong. Has Kenya even mentioned Brooklyn to any bitch on this trip? So why do you feel as though Kenya thinks as though her mothering is above your mothering or anybody else's mothering when, bitch, she ain't even mentioned her daughter to now one of y'all bitches? As far as y'all know, Brooklyn ain't even on the goddamn trip. So the girls in the kitchen. Kenya addresses the girls and lets them know that she's heard the complaints and she apologizes about the food. She apologizes about, I think she said not letting them know. I can't remember the exact wording, but not letting them know that Brooklyn was on the trip. She says she's sorry. Now, did it sound like a sincere apology? No, it did not. It just sounded like, girl, I'm sorry. Okay, and I'm also sorry about the food. How and ever, again, these girls don't even like Kenya. Kenya could get down and lick their box and say, I'm sorry, and let them squirt in her face. And they still gonna say, bitch, you ain't did enough. So it really don't matter at this point, in my opinion. So, here we go, Drew. Drew talks to Portia. Now I want y'all to listen to me. Because I want the biggest Portia and biggest Drew fan to make me understand how does this even go? How does this make sense? All the girls, they're working out. Everybody's downstairs having a good time. They took some drinks, some shots before they worked out, so it's like a drunk workout, whatever. Drew goes to talk to Portia and says that she does not understand how everyone is so cool with Kenya, but they were so mad and angry at Kenya the night before. And she doesn't understand, like, this is a different Kenya than from the night before. If you really rewind from what we saw, if you go back to the night before, Kenya wasn't bothering none of y'all. The argument that happened at that table was an argument that happened because of Marlo. Kenya was cool. Kenya actually got up and left and went upstairs with her goddamn daughter. So when you say this is a different Kenya from the night before, how? The problem that you have is not with Kenya, baby. The problem that you have is with the bitches that's downstairs that's laughing and kikiing and twirling and dancing with Kenya. See, that's the whole thing with this whole, let's play a game called the realest and the fakest. The fakest bitches are the bitches that you hanging out with. Portia. Because Portia was the most vocal the night before. Now, I'm going to give Portia a pass because Portia wasn't down there with the other girls twirling and laughing and dancing. You had everybody, including Candy, who had so much to say the night before. But everybody is down there with Kenya the next day, working out and twirling and dancing and high kicking and all that shit. So, Drew, the problem is not with Kenya. The problem is with Shamia, with Candy, with Cynthia, with LaToya ass too. Now, for LaToya to be a co-host, I'm not exactly sure why the party couldn't continue with LaToya being a co-host. So again, Drew, I'm not exactly sure why you so pissed off at Kenya, because these bitches decided to talk all that shit and be angry the night before and go to bed at 10:30. You should be addressing them. So even at the dinner table, I'm still not exactly sure why you decided to dress Kenya on some, let's talk about some real and some fake. What you should have said was, hey, let's play a game, and it's called the real and the fake. What I want to know is why y'all had all this shit to say about Kenya last night when she was upstairs with her daughter, but then today, y'all was all downstairs kikiing and laughing and kicking and twirling. That's how that should have been addressed. Now, let's play a game called the realest and the fakest. Kenya. Bitch, what? It ain't no different than, it's this YouTube show called Chasing Atlanta. And it was a scene with these two gay guys. And one of the gay guys got so pissed off because he was like, why does everybody feel so comfortable? Well, he had reason to be pissed off at some other stuff. But in this part I'm talking about, he was like, why does everybody feel so comfortable coming to you talking about me? Baby, you shouldn't be asking him that. You should be asking the people that's going to him talking about you to him. You mad at him for something the other people doing. Drew, you mad at Kenya for something these other bitches are doing. But it's just easier to take it out on Kenya because, you know, they say Kenya is the villain, right? All right. So Portia says her and Kenya are not friends. That's a black life I value, but our relationship don't matter. Portia, we're not going to sit here and act like, bitch, we don't know why you and Kenya not cool. Even if you go back to the very beginning of Portia and Kenya, bitch, Portia and Kenya not cool because if you go back to that dinner, when Portia threw that dinner for, I ain't going to say she threw it for Kenya, but when she called Kenya Miss America, it was cold in the building. Kenya left, Portia came outside. Kenya said, I'm cool. Portia go back inside. She come back outside. Bitch, they not cool because Portia told Kenya she was on the corner where she belonged. That's how the shit really hit the fan. But y'all forgot all about that. Anyways, girl. And then on top of that, girl, we can even go back to last season when Portia and Kenya actually had a heart-to-heart at Brooklyn Sip and See. And girl, everything was cool. Everything was good. Then all of a sudden, boom. You and Nene back to being big little and little sister, big sister and little sister, and bitch, you threw Kenya under the first goddamn 18-wheeler that passed by. That's what that's about. They're at dinner. I already said about the whole, the realest, the fakest shit. At this point, I really don't know what y'all want from Kenya. I really don't. Because y'all don't like Kenya. Y'all don't want to be around Kenya. But then when Kenya goes upstairs and she's not around y'all, y'all act like the party can't go on. I was in Miami last week. And I was at this restaurant on Ocean Drive. I forgot the name of the restaurant. And when it was this table of black girls sitting behind me. It was 4 black girls. And apparently one of the girls got into an argument with one of the other friends. And I think the friend was still back at the Airbnb. Girl, I'm sitting here, girl, I was listening, girl, you know, I was hustling like a mother. So one of the friends, but long story short, one of the friends ended up coming. She was like, girl, I'm not about, basically the consensus was, girl, I'm glad, you know, I hate that y'all got into an argument. I told her where we was at. Hopefully when she cool down, she can come out. I'm not about to let nobody ruin my trip. And that's what I'm on, like, Kenya just went upstairs. Why are y'all letting this person who you don't like ruin your trip? If anything, that would have been even more of an incentive for me to like, be like, bitch, this bitch ain't even downstairs. I ain't got to worry about this bitch looking in my face. I ain't got to worry about trying to be cordial to this bitch. Thank God. But no, that ain't what y'all did. Because why? Because Kenya what? Okay. At this point, it's pointless. Like Kenya can explain to these girls till she turns blue in the face. They're not going to care. Tanya can sit here and give this whole speech about it just didn't feel like it was sincere. Y'all don't like Kenya. And at this point, girl, I felt so bad for Kenya because for the most part, Kenya can take on every bitch on that show. Don't ever get it twisted. But at this point, I was just like, this bitch is like, she's over it. Like, bitch, I'm so tired. Bitch, I got so much going on in my life. And it ain't got nothing to do with, oh, well, when other people got stuff going on and this and that and this and that. It's a simple fact that Portia's sitting here talking about, oh, they can sit here and buy your little sob story if they, what did she say? I forgot her exact words. They can sit here and buy your little sob story if they want to, but I'm not buying it. How is it a sob story? How is it something? What, bitch? Portia, you got your mama, you got Lauren, you got your baby daddy who want to see PJ Wednesday through Friday. He don't want her on the weekends. You got your mother-in-law. Your whole family, I believe, is in Atlanta. Then you got Candy. Bitch, Candy ain't left Atlanta not one time in her life. Her whole family is in Atlanta. It ain't the same for Kenya. So for you to sit here and act like you don't understand what this bitch is saying, bitch, my daughter was with me when I wasn't even going through shit with Mark. Now I'm going through something with Mark. We separated and it's a pandemic. Bitch, why don't you understand why my daughter is with me? The same reason why your daughter was with your ass last year in Greece is one of the same reasons why my daughter is with me again this time in South Carolina. Like, it would be one thing if Kenya just popped up with a baby and nobody knew about this and it was just new to the group. It's not new to the group. You know why I know it's not new to the group? Because Portia brought her daughter last year and Kenya brought her daughter last year. So clearly we know that there is an option to bring your children if you want to. And I don't have to hand you that option, bitch. Did I give you that option last year to bring your daughter? So why do I need to give you that option this year? Candy says Kenya doesn't care what anybody else is going through. What y'all going through? What are y'all going through? Because Kenya actually is trying to explain what she's going through. And y'all hoes ain't paying her dust. So explain to Kenya what y'all going through. So she can then return the favor and bitch get on her phone and eat her hot wings and all the appetizers. Right? Okay. They said Kenya didn't apologize. Kenya did apologize. Now we can have an argument or a debate on whether or not if it was sincere or not, but it doesn't take away from the fact that she did still apologize. If you want to have a Cynthia, if you want to have a sisterhood, be my support, step up and be my motherfucking village. That's the thing. Like, and that's I'm with Kenya. Like, bitch, I ain't told y'all shit about nothing that's going on. Then y'all say, like Portia said in the confessional, whatever your situation is, talk to your friends. Now I'm talking to you. I'm talking to y'all trying to explain what's going on, and y'all bitches don't want to listen. So stop trying to act like you give a fuck about what's going on when, bitch, the truth of the matter is you don't. And that's cool, because we don't fuck with each other like that anyways. That's why I never told y'all my fucking business in the first place. And the only bitch I really told it to was Candy, and this ignorant bitch is sitting in the goddamn table acting like she don't fucking understand. This bitch was locked up in the Big Brother goddamn... I forgot about this shit. Candy was locked up in a goddamn Big Brother house with no outside communication, no internet access, no phone lines, no cable, no nothing, no smoke signals, no shit, no nothing. Now all of a sudden, girl, Blaze just misses me. Blaze just missed me, girl. Your daughter already told us, girl, you shouldn't have had no other children because, girl, you done pretty much raised them. That's not being mean. I'm just going y'all by what Riley said. Hello? And Todd already let y'all know that he tired of being a goddamn daddy daycare. Y'all know I like Candy, but girl, it is what it is. Drew says Kenya needs to look into her communication with her friends, especially with her marriage. I said, no, this motherfucking bitch didn't. Not the bitch who just moved into a house and didn't even fucking know she was moving because your goddamn husband didn't communicate shit with you. Not the bitch whose husband hopped out the motherfucking window and went somewhere for 3 days and she didn't know where the fuck he was at, but this motherfucker got cameras and shit where he can look and see what the fuck you and your mom and your kids are doing. And you want to talk about communication? Drew, this is the thing. Half of these bitches are really in the same boat. They really are. You got Tanya over there talking about, girl, this is my life partner. Yeah, we want kids, girl. Let me tell y'all something, girl. It don't take a lot to have no motherfucking kids. It don't. Open your legs, throw them to the moon and let the nigga crawl on top of you and handle business, bitch. If it don't work the first time, it may work the second or the third time. It don't take no 9-10 years to have no goddamn kids. If you want kids, you'll have them. If you want to be married, which you know you want to be married, you'll get married. I'm sick of these hoes. Sick of them. Kenya apologizes again about not communicating. If I was Kenya, I would have my good eye on Candy and Cynthia. We know Cynthia gonna flip-flop like a motherfucker. But Candy, knowing the information that she knows, I think she should have been a little bit more sympathetic and empathetic to Kenya's situation. And with every bitch at that table having kids and taking care of kids that's not biologically theirs, Marlo, you would think there would be a little bit more understanding too. But because it's Kenya, of course we're gonna say, bitch, we don't give a fuck about that bitch, which is cool. But just say, I don't give a fuck about that bitch. I don't give a fuck what she going through. I ain't never fuck with her. I ain't gonna fuck with her and fuck her. She ain't gotta explain shit to me. I would be okay with that, but then to sit y'all asses at the table and act like y'all really give a fuck about what's going on with that girl when you really and truly, you know you goddamn don't. Sick of them. And I hope that when this reunion comes, I hope Kenya wear the fuck out of Marlo, wear the fuck out of Portia, wear the fuck out of Drew. Yes. I hope she give Candy a little bit and Cynthia a little bit too. But I hope she slide Drew all across that motherfucking reunion with that goddamn tongue thrashing. She about to get that bitch. Sick of these bitches.